Welcome to Sports Talk here on WYLN, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football. I'm your host, Marty Burns. Can't believe I'm saying it, but we're at our regular season finale. So tonight we'll talk about the last of the regular season loss to Crestwood, a look ahead to 2020, and we'll talk about this year's seniors with Coach Mike Brennan. This is Sports Talk here on WYLN.
Sports Talk is presented in cooperation with Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialist, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571. Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Experience the beauty of the Valley Country Club and let them sponsor you for your next event. Toss the flowers and dance the night away with their course as your backdrop. Let Valley Country Club host your next special occasion, whether it's a bridal or baby shower, anniversary, celebration of life, pool party, charity fundraiser, business meeting, golf outing, corporate, private, or social event.
We welcome you back to Sports Talk here on WYLN, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. And it is our regular season finale, and I'm joined by head coach Mike Brennan of the Hazleton Area Cougars. And coach, I can't believe it, we're still in the month of October and already the 2019 season is gone. Didn't get the result you wanted on Friday night, but it was a hard-fought game. Crestwood scored in the final minute plus to increase the lead to 14. Didn't show how close this game was, only down a score for most part of the football game. Just couldn't get that one big play to get you over the hump.
No, we couldn't. It was disappointing. We had opportunities that we certainly didn't capitalize on. But I was proud of the effort. I was proud of the way the kids competed again. Defensively, I thought we made significant improvement throughout the year, especially against the run. And we did bottle up the run the other night, but they hurt us with the pass. But couldn't be more happier, with the work ethic of these kids. They just did a great job throughout the course of the year for us. And like I said, it didn't always show in the field in terms of wins and losses, but certainly we know how hard they work and I think how good this team's going to be in the future.
And we had talked to Coach Arcangeli after the game, and we talked about Ryan Miller. And even though they made a concerted effort second half, they were going to come out and they were going to run the ball. As he mentioned, he earned every yard that he got the other night. And I thought a lot of it was second half of the year, I thought your defensive line play had really stepped up.
No question. I mean, those guys really matured. They took ownership in the defense. They took a lot of pride in stopping the run, and our tackling was significantly better across the board defensively. But it all started with our defensive line up front. I really felt it was the strength of our football team, and I feel like next year, we do have a lot of those guys returning as well, and we feel like it could be the strength of our team again next year.
Okay, let's get a look at the highlights. We've got a long list here to get through, and we'll start on the offense. We start with the young freshman, Matt Bookman.
Yeah, Matt had a great job. Look at Jason Beaver, the physicality, the knockdown downfield against a really good player. Great takeoff off the ball, but Matthew's going to be a real good player for us the next 3 years.
And another young man, Matt Casadas, here with a nice running catch.
Another freshman, junior, Kelly Warner. Nice delivery to Matt Casadas, and Matt, as the year went on, got better and better.
And here, Reed Molesky combined on the tackle.
Yeah, we'll miss Bryce Reed. One of those seniors in the program, started 3 years for us. Kevin Molesky, physical player inside. We look for big things out of him next year.
And here, another pass to Casadas.
Great job by Beef, pass protecting the left edge. Kellen gets the ball out quickly. Matthew secures the football, gets upfield, gets a first down, and takes care of the ball as well.
And here you get a great look at this replay. You get to see Matt Fisher get his foot inbounds on a great catch.
Yeah, great delivery. Nice patience in the pump fake by Kellen. Puts the ball in a place where only Matt can catch it. Great job, Matt, catching with his hands, putting his feet in the ground. Matt became a really productive receiver for us the last 2 seasons.
And here your first touchdown pass to Kevin Molesky.
Great protection by Dante Mattarella there. Nice job throwing the ball up the bus and ran up, physically ran the ball aggressively at the sideline. And, Kevin did so many things well for us this year.
And here Matthews with a reception.
Evan Matthews, a guy that this year has taken that next step and returns next year for his senior year. Bright player, hard worker, good receiver.
And here, good D from Barrett and Hunsinger.
Nice pressure by Max Barrett. All year he did that. Seth had interior pressure, Max on the outside. Max Barrett, one of the unsung heroes of our defense, one of the surprise players of the 2019 season.
Here, another nice run from Bookman.
Great job by Beeve again, getting pressured, getting pressed downfield and working hard. Nicky Damiano blocking the edge, and Matthew Bookman runs hard and gets us another first down.
And here another nice catch by Matt Fisher.
Yeah, nice job again with Kellen with the pump fake, putting the ball up there and puts it in a great spot. Great adjustment by Matt Fisher. Over 100 yards receiving. Outstanding football player. We'll really miss Matt Fisher.
And here a great play by Max Barrett on this screenplay.
Yeah, Max really, all year, the constant in the defensive highlights is Max Barrett's always around the football. He's explosive, he's tough, and he's got a whole year for us next year. And, he'll be one of the leaders in the defensive line in 2020.
And even though he was a freshman, Bookman was not afraid to hit you.
Yeah, he'll come up and, nice job. Gets his head across the body. He's light right now. He's 165 pounds. Next year, he'll be in the 180s.
And here, Bugda with a nice play.
James Bugda, what a year he had for us at center and defensive line. Tremendous worker, tough kid, great lifter in the weight room, and one of those quiet leaders of our defensive line.
Here we see Max Barrett once again.
Yeah, good explosiveness. Great job by Max, closing in the football and forcing Petrosky to get rid of the football quicker than he wanted to.
And here Barrett combines with Reed.
Yeah, Bryce squeezing down the line, Max Barrett again. Those two guys are really good at the defensive end for us. And, again, we'll miss Bryce Reed. He's been a heck of a player for us the last 3 years.
And here Seth Hunsinger combines with Connor Shamani.
Yeah, Seth, young guy, Connor Shamani, another freshman off the corner. Really excited about those two guys. Seth is this, look forward to seeing him in wrestling season this year. He's really starting to grow in his body and mature.
And here a nice kickoff return by Bookman.
Yeah, good job by Matthew Bookman. Great effort blocking outfield. I think it was Johnny DeBellis there, another senior.
And here a big pass to Matt Casadas.
Yeah, great job by Matthew and getting here in space and going up and getting the football. He's got that knack to come down with those 50-50 balls. And again, as he grows, as he gets more explosive, as he gets bigger and stronger, you'll see more of that out of Matthew Casadas.
And here another nice pass play to Matt Fisher.
A nice delivery by Kellen again, putting the ball in a really good spot. Good coverage, by the Crestwood guys throughout the course of the night, but we seem to make those plays anyway.
And here, a nice touchdown run by Molesky.
Yeah, nice job. Good job by Beeve again. Had an excellent game up front as an offensive lineman this week. And Kevin Molesky with the 9-yard scoring strike to bring us within one score.
And then the onside kick and great patience by Matt Casadas.
Yeah, Luke Russo is so good at that. Matt Casadas, Matt Fisher, they're the three guys who rely on to make that play. And, you know, as Luke gets older and better, he'll kick touchbacks, he'll make field goals, he'll become a better punter and a better kickoff guy. But this year, for a young kid, he was really, really good for us.
Here, Bookman with a nice tackle.
Yeah, great job. His head's up, he's rapping, he's running his feet. He's a physical free safety, covers a lot of ground back there, and he's just starting to scratch the surface in terms of his productivity.
Here we get Molesky and Hunsinger.
Yeah, you know, Seth's there again, Kevin Molesky's there again, and you know, nice penetration. And again, I'm looking forward to seeing those guys and how much bigger and stronger they get before next season.
And here on the pass defense, Connor Shamani.
Great job. You know, he's there and almost a pick six. You know, next year when he's a little longer, a little stronger, has a little more game reps, that's 6 points for us.
And here, James Bugda, what a play.
Great penetration by Bugda, tackle for loss. He had a lot of them throughout the course of the season. Love to watch that kid compete and play.
Now Kevin Molesky.
Great job by Bus again. Kevin Molesky there, getting upfield, penetration, wrapping. Bryce Reed again as well for tackle for loss.
And here we see Mattarella and Reed.
Dante Mattarella, one of the unsung heroes, and again, another pleasant surprise of this year's football team. Did a wonderful job for us, got better every single week, and he was really, really impressive. As a linebacker, obviously, tackling and covering, but as a running back, blocking as well. And looking for big things out of Dante Mattarella next year as well.
And we've talked about so many of these young guys that gained experience this year and maybe had to learn some tough lessons about, you know, leads that weren't held on to and losing in overtime, just things like that. But the experience gained is just going to pay dividends down the line for a lot of these youngsters.
No question. I mean, we played a very, very demanding schedule this year. If you look at the OPS, we talked about this before, the opponent winning percentage, we were second only to Whitehall in Eastern Pennsylvania. So we played a very difficult schedule, week in, week out. And, you know, I think our kids, our underclassmen, are going to learn a lot from that.
Okay, we're going to take our second break of the night. Coming up next, we'll talk about the graduating seniors. If we have some time, look ahead to the 2020 team. This is Sports Talk here on WYLN.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Have an electrical problem? Call the Wire Guys. Need lights installed? Call the Wire Guys. Anything and everything electrical, big or small. Our rigorously trained licensed electricians are fully screened, always on time, work neat, clean, and thorough. The Wire Guys. We're here 24/7, 365. All of our work is guaranteed 100%. When you need electrical work, you need Wire
Guys. Krugel's Georgetown Deli has been voted Northeastern Pennsylvania's best craft beer selection several years running. Krugel's is your craft beer headquarters, and gift baskets are available for all occasions. Krugel's is home of the Crowler. Fill your Crowler up in their tap system and keep your favorite beer fresh longer. Krugel's Georgetown Deli, Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania Lottery games. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Your exciting new TV experience is here. Smarter, faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. and the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program, CoStars. Barber Ford, where the pros go for trucks.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizza, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Takeout or eat in, delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on WILN, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by Hazleton area head football coach Mike Brennan. And Coach, get to say goodbye to some seniors. I know it's not the thing you always look forward to at the end of each season, but it comes and goes with each team. But start with your guys up front on the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, the leader offensive line group this year was Richie Santos, 3-year starter. You know, we'll talk more about Richie later on. Matt Manzola came on, did a great job for us. Started 3 games this year, continued to work at it. Nice athletic ability, bright kid, hard worker, and it was nice to see Matt get out and have a chance to compete as the year went on. We had a young man, Brian Kelly, moved in from North Carolina 3 years ago before his sophomore year and never put on a pair of football pants before. Came out for the first time. Ended up having some injury issues in the off season, and they discovered an old injury while they just recently that was never diagnosed. So Brian really had a hard time in terms of rehabilitation, and we were fortunately able to get him on the field for senior night at the end, you know, when he was as close to 100% as he's actually going to get this year. But it was nice to see Brian come out and really compete and work hard for us behind the scenes as well the last few years and do a wonderful job. He'll be very successful as he moves forward. And then we have Raj Patel, senior, played tight end for us. Raj's a 2-year varsity player. And Raj quietly did his thing every day, came to work, and it was really exciting to see Raj, be able to finish his career with us.
And then we go to the defensive side, and you got some guys on that defensive line that were seniors.
Yeah, no question. Daphne Mercedes was a guy who ended up playing a little bit for us this year. You know, again, a guy that just came out from football a couple of years ago, never played before, didn't really have an understanding of how the game worked. Did a wonderful job and had a chance to play some really quality reps for us this year as a senior. And Julio Gonzalez as well. Julio's a guy that really struggled with the English language when he came out for us 2 years ago. And a really hard worker, works after school and after football, goes to work for 6 hours a couple of nights a week. Amazing young man, hard worker as well. Had a chance to compete for us this year as well. So it's we're glad to see those guys. Those guys had a good experience.
And I got to think one of the nice things that you get is when you get a first-year guy to come out, and you had that with Johnny DeBellis.
Yeah, Johnny Kane was from MMI and played as a young guy in the program and really good player, and then decided to come out again his senior year, which was really a surprise for us. He came to our workouts one day and this quiet, hard-working, tough guy who just sort of did a lot of things really well and just really learned the high school varsity football game this year. But really, he's a favorite among our team. Wonderful young man, another guy who's very bright and can have a really bright future.
And then you got a group, I know that they always stick close to your heart because you had them since they were either freshmen or sophomores, and you had a core 4 that were in that fit that group.
Yeah, I mentioned Richie Santos with the O-line. Well, Bryce Reed along the defensive line. Those 2 guys, you hear about Santos and Reed for 5, 6 since I've been here. About these guys coming up, and they're really, really good kids, really hard workers, love the weight room. Again, do really well in school, love the game of football. Bryce battled through some injuries this year and just kept coming and played his best football when he was healthy at the end of the season. So, Bryce Reed, Richie Santos, outstanding young men. Lance Johnson, what you can say about Lance. I mean, what he's done for us, returning kicks, catching the ball, running the football, playing defense at outside backer, played some inside backer, on special teams, and just really, special young man, quiet, again, holds a job, works a lot of hours, and really will be successful, has an opportunity to play at the next level as well. He'll be visiting Kings next month. And Matt Fisher, outstanding young man, 1,400 plus SAT, over 100 average, tremendous academically talented, and on the football field as well. Has played multiple positions, evolved into one of the best receivers ever coached. You saw in the last game, over 100 yards, caught everything, tremendous blocker, great at safety, great at corner, great at inside and outside linebacker, outstanding on special teams, quietly did his job all the time. And, Matt Fisher is a special young man, a special player.
I know once we look ahead to the calendar year of 2020 and you get this team back together, you'll have to replace those seniors. But we talked about it. You had a long list of juniors that got a lot of time and excelled this season. They'll be looked upon to provide the leadership. But you also had some young guys that contributed too. And I think combine all that together, you should have a very good football team next year.
We expect it. We're glad to see us make progress this year, and we learned a lot. And a lot of times you learned a lot from the experiences we had this year. Kellen Warner really burst onto the scene and had a nice season for us. Threw for over 1,000 yards and really made a lot of progress. Tough young man, and again, very bright young man. Kevin Molesky, truly outstanding what he did for us as an H-back, as a tight end, as a fullback, as a tailback. Defensively, it was all over the field for us as well. The Dante Mattarellas, who burst onto the scene and were outstanding. One of our surprises. Max Barrett, we talked about what a surprise he was. Seth Hunsinger, we didn't think he was a surprise at all. We expected it from him. We expected it from James Bugda. We thought those guys would do it. We expected it from Jason Beaver. We knew he was going to be a very, very good player for us. And, then we had some of the young freshmen, that we weren't expecting as well. When you look at what Casadas did throughout the course of the year, what Bookman did from week 7 on, Connor Shamani started for us at corner. We didn't even know he was going to play varsity football until probably late May or June, and then we realized how good a player he was. Ryan Matthews, outstanding and tremendous potential as a player. Tyler Wolf had a chance to start at Berwick. Those 5 guys started football games for us this year. Sammy Poro, first-year player, McAdoo kid. Matt Longzinski, versatile, can play a lot of positions for us, and his growth potential is off the charts. Play quarterback, can play tight end, can play lots of places in defense as well. So those 7 guys were really, really good for us as well, among other guys. I mean, there's too many to mention, but really proud of our kids and the effort they gave us week in, week out. Evan Matthews. Nicky Damiano came back from injuries. Christian Price, Mitchell Maston, guys that are just unbelievably hard workers in the weight room and in the classroom and on the football field. So we're really proud we have a chance to coach these kids again next year.
And before we take our last break real quick, I think you're going to have a diversity of different types of talent on this team. And I got to think that in that secondary, we talked about, I think a few weeks ago, you got to be real happy heading into 2020 that you're going to have where they were freshmen, and there'll be the 3 sophomores, Quesada, Shamani, and Bookman.
Yeah, those 2 guys have really, really been really good. I mean, and they'll put a ton of time in with Coach Bookman in the offseason, and they'll develop their game, and will be really difficult to throw the football against next year. They're not going to be young kids anymore. They'll mature and they'll grow up. And along with some of the pass rushers we have up front, and defensively we return 9 starters. Yeah. So and offensively we return, I believe, 8 starters. Leo Kelly was dinged up at the end of the year. Leo returns after a really, really strong sophomore year. So I feel good across the board with the secondary, obviously, especially with the Christian Price and Mitchell Mastins and Nicky Damianos and Evan Matthewses, and the guys we have coming up from the 9th grade team who had a winning record and did really well without having those 7 guys with them. We feel like that'll be, along with our defensive line, should be really, really good.
I know I'm getting excited for the 2020 season already, looking forward to it. We'll going to take our last break of the season, and we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
Hey guys, Ray Merrill here, Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazelton, the only place in Pennsylvania where it's fall. Come on down to Blaze Alexander to Greater Hazelton and see why we got to make all these cars go away. 2019 Buick Enclave Essence, all-wheel drive, now $37,988. 2019 Buick Encore, now $19,888. 2019 Buick Regal Torex Essence, all-wheel drive, now $28,988. So head on down to Blaze Alexander to Greater Hazelton. This one's got to go. This one's got to go. This one's got to go. You got to come here and see why we take the deals the other guys won't.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazelton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
One of those choices is where to go on vacation. I always thought the Pocono Mountains were for winter and couples. But the Poconos are all about adventure. Zip lines, treetop courses, hiking, biking, whitewater rafting, and boating. Even world-class accommodations. So make the right choice. The Pocono Mountains for your next vacation.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 641 Route 93 in Sugarloaf, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania. They are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191.
Bonanza Steakhouse, 574 Susquehanna Boulevard in Hazel Township, has an unbeatable buffet filled with something for everyone. Our menu includes the finest flame-grilled steaks, barbecue ribs, chicken, seafood, or sandwiches. You can add the buffet to any entree for a little more. Bonanza features daily specials. Join us Saturday and Sunday for our breakfast buffet that includes our famous omelet and egg station, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, the regular season finale. We've got about a minute and a half left. We've got some thank yous that we have to get in. Definitely got to talk about the three guys that you never see on camera all season long. Start with Ryan for the games that weren't on WYLN. He was uploading highlights from those games, and then he was running our replays during the games, marking the highlights that you got to see each week from the highlights. And Ryan did a lot of other things behind the scenes that you don't get to see. So thank you to Ryan. Thank you to Tony, who does a great job on the audio, no matter how much of a hard time we give him when he mics up our guests. Tony does a great job. And ultimately, we got to thank Joe Maggio. He is one of the best guys you can work with on a technical basis on the production side. And I just wanted to thank Ryan, Tony, and Joe. They did a great job all season long behind the scenes, and they're some of the best people you can work with. And they make us look good. So. And, Coach, we're about 30 seconds away. Thank you for coming on. Maybe not the best of seasons, but I enjoyed it again. Great group of guys again that came on as our guests, and thank you.
I always enjoy it, and those guys have a tough job trying to make us look good, Mark.
Well, it's very hard to do, very hard to do. And here's hoping that we do it again next year.
Absolutely.
Coach, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for Coach Brennan and myself in the 2019 Hazelton Area Cougars, for the final time this year, we're going to say so long. As you've been watching Sports Talk all season long, and it's been brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network.